Good morning and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have 25-degree weather outside with winds that are blustery, and it is cold. And it's, in the South, we always have weather. You just hang around in Tennessee and find out what the weather's going to be if you don't like it one day. Well, we're having that day today. I am filming live in my house and my dog will be barking, so I apologize in advance. Today we're having a dump soup, dump what you have in your pantry kind of day. It is a turkey vegetable soup base that I canned last year, with turkey broth with vegetables in it and some Mr. Williams green beans, some carrots, some Cajun beans, some crushed tomatoes that were all home canned, and some mixed vegetables from our other pantry. I do believe in using everything we have on hand. And we'll probably have some cornbread and maybe some Old South lime pickles that I can, and some cheese to go with this meal. That's something we do in this house, and it is yummy. Y'all, Mr. Williams was a sweet, sweet man. He was a member of our church. He was either 88 or 89. I can't remember exactly. He always said he was 90, but he hadn't quite reached 90. Mr. Williams was up on his ladder 2 weeks before his passing, picking his beloved green beans. The green beans were seed given to him and his wife when they married some 70-odd years ago. And she's still living, and the daughter and son are taking care of Mr. Williams, or Mrs. Williams, right now. And we just continue to pray for that family. But Mr. Williams allowed us into his garden this year, and we were amazed that this man was still making a huge, huge garden. And of course, he had 12-foot trellises of his green beans, and he would climb the ladder and pick his green beans, and he would put them up. Now, Mr. Williams was an inspiration to us. He always was good to us, and we do appreciate everything about him. He was, like I said, a very sweet man, and he loved the Lord. So we know that he went home to be with the Lord. But Mr. Williams caught COVID, and he passed away not too long afterwards, and we sorely miss him. But we know that he's in heaven with our Lord, and what a blessing it is to be out of this world and with our Lord. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about blessing. The Bible says it is better to give than to receive, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I want to also tell you that it's a blessing for us to have known Mr. Williams and been able to get some of his green beans and be able to save some of the seed and continue his legacy in our own garden. We believe in loving one another. We believe in sharing what we have, whatever the abundance is. And one of the things we learned in our church was the people in our church are very loving and giving. We've had several members of our church give us out of their abundance in their gardens, things that they couldn't can or use. And my husband mainly would go and pick, and I would go occasionally when I felt up to it and go. And he would bring all this stuff home, and we would can this stuff together. And I love my husband dearly. He is a blessing to me. He has given me everything that the Lord wants a husband to give a woman or a wife. And I just want to say I love you, baby. Now, on to the video. I'm getting a little mushy and I'm talking too much. But I wanted to share that I don't have a camera or a setup that I could film in my kitchen and just show you everything that I'm doing. Not yet anyway, but hopefully we will be able to get to that point. But I did take some pictures, and I'm going to share those pictures with you on this video of everything that I used. And I may come back at the end if I have to season my soup with anything else, but I added seasoning to all my canning jars already, so more than likely I won't have to add very much. I appreciate you coming. I really appreciate if you would comment, if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for us. Please come back and visit us soon. Y'all come back. Woo, you got a bunch of them under there. Whew. 3 cackle ball, y'all. Yes, I'm in the coop, and it's up to 30 degrees now. It's a little warmer, but I wanted to get some of these cackle balls before they freeze. Y'all excuse my hand. Reaching into the nest box. I got nosy hens. They want to see what I'm doing. Hey, baby. We're getting some cackle balls this morning. Yes, we are. None under you. Okay. I'll leave you alone. It is so chilly out here, y'all. I don't like this weather, but we don't have a choice. We have to take care of our birds. They are happy out here. Happy pecking away. At least I can walk through my coop. It's not all muddy. Not yet anyway. It's starting to soften up. And the sun's shining. I don't even see my turkeys out, y'all. The turkeys are in their pen. They know better. The chickens are crazy, though. The chickens will be out. See them? They follow me, y'all. They think I'm gonna give them some food. Okay, y'all, I did add a few more items to my soup. I decided it needed a little more flavor, and it needed the salt cut just a little bit. So I cut up a raw potato and threw in my soup. That will absorb some of the salt. And I added some canned okra that I had canned. And my canning recipe is a little different from everybody else's. I believe that we need more vinegar in it, so I do add vinegar. more vinegar to my okra, and it's more like a pickled okra. And I added two small 6-ounce cans of tomato paste and a can of tomato sauce, and that's it. That's my soup. It has a wonderful flavor now. We like it a little bit with a tomato flavor to it, so to each their own. If you don't like okra, leave it out. We're in the South. We like our okra. And when I lived in New York State, it was considered an exotic vegetable. Who knew? But anyway, we love our vegetables. We love to have as much fresh as we can. When you can it, you're preserving a lot of the minerals and the vitamins and the nutrients that you need. So please, if you haven't started canning yet, try it. You might like it. Start with a water bath and just do some pickles or some relish or jelly. Talk to y'all soon.